Hello guys, this is the Meditor Editor today. This video is going to be a little bit different from what I have been doing. My past two videos were related to a glitch. I'm still going to continue to do glitch videos for you guys just because they get good views and help spread the word for people to do it, to get money and whatnot, and I just enjoy doing them because it's easy to do and it's fun to do, and it's just fun to read the comments and stuff. But today I'm going to be talking about how to make money legitimately at a very, I don't know if it's the fastest method in the game, but it is a pretty good solo method, if not the best solo method. I don't know. I came up with this myself. If someone has come up with this exact order of events, then that is purely coincidental. I just made this up like maybe an hour ago. I wrote it down on a piece of paper of what to do. There's a few prerequisites you're gonna need. This method is purely solo. I mean, you could get an associate with you or whatever to help you with this, but I did it all by myself, and I made a stopwatch to see how long it took me just to do one set of the there's a set of 7 separate things that you can do in really any order, but I just found an order that was quickest for me, and I did it a second ago, and I put a stopwatch on, and it was just a little bit over 30 minutes it took me to do this one thing, and I made around 260 to 280,000. I think it was around 260 because I started off with an extra 20,000, so it's around $260,000 every 30 minutes. 260,000 plus 260,000 would be 520,000, I believe, if my math is correct. That is really good because that would be 520,000-ish an hour, maybe even more depending on if you do some of the other things that aren't needed for this. That's just things that are required to do this method that I came up with. Step number 1, what you're going to do is you're going to call in your terabyte, and then you're going to source a top range car and then sell it as soon as you get to the warehouse. Now, if you sell in a solo public lobby, I don't know if you've ever done this before, but if you have, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. These blue sultans, they will come at you like a shark coming after some blood. I'm being serious. They will shoot your car up all the way until your car's worth like 75,000, and you'll lose a good like 25,000 on the sale. If you're pretty bad about it, like you could get in a wreck and they could shoot you up and ram into you. A lot of bad stuff could happen, especially if it's raining. They can just barely bump you and you're doing flips, and then they kill you out of the car, and then it's a whole mess of stuff. Well, I didn't know this until a couple days ago, and I've been playing Import-Export since it come out way back in 2016. I'm going to show you a route for the La Mesa warehouse. Whenever you turn right out of the actual warehouse parking lot itself and then turn right again, go through the gang member area, and then you're going to see a fence, right? You're going to go straight through that fence, and then you're going to go through that building, and then there's going to be a second fence. Right as soon as you get through that second fence, you're going to take a left as soon as you get there. And that's going to be like a nice spot where there's going to be some cover there. There's going to be some walls, and then there's going to be like a trailer. This is how it works. There's 4 waves of the blue sultans that come at you, and that is whether you're driving or you're stopped and you're not even in the vehicle. 4 waves will come after you. After you kill all 4 of those waves, which is 2 sultans apiece, they will not come at you again. But once you kill all 4 of them, there's no way another sultan will spawn. Once you kill all those, then you're good. You can have a perfect sale mission in a solo lobby, because I know if you have another person in your lobby that isn't in the same organization as you, then the blue sultans will not spawn. You never know what's going to happen with those blue sultans. They could ram you off the road and knock you off a hill or something and make you roll, and you lose both doors of the car, and then you lose like $10,000-$20,000 off the car. You never know. But with that, you don't have to deal with them. Right after you sell the top range car, you're going to call in your terabyte, and then you're going to do the diamond shopping client job. You have to have the drone in your terabyte for this to even work, so you have to buy the drone attachment for it to even start this client job, which I think is redundant because you don't even need to use the drone at all in this mission. It tries to make you do it, but you don't have to do anything. You don't have to listen to it, because once you start the client job, diamond shopping, it tells you to get into the front of the terabyte. Now, you can just hop on your Mark II or whatever you're in and go straight to the spot where Vangelico diamonds are. And I will show that on the map right now if you don't know where it is. It's really close to a Ponsonby's and a haircut place. It's like in that rich area in Vinewood, I think it is. Pull up there. You can just blow up the van that's sitting in front, and that goes ahead and that starts the mission where you go in there and you kill the diamond holder, and then you go outside. You get on your oppressor, or whatever you're in, and then you go to the drop-off, which is always the same, which is at the vineyard. It's never a different drop-off for this client job. It's always the same one. It's if you have an oppressor Mark II, you can get it done in 3 minutes or less if you don't get hooked up on anything. Right after you do that, go ahead and start a sightseer, because a headhunter, the targets are going to get spread everywhere, and you're going to get a sightseer done way faster than you're going to get any headhunter done when you're right there, because headhunters, whenever you're not in the city, are so long and dragged out, and they're annoying because they can be all the way up in Paleto, they can be on the highway heading towards the city, they can be each and everywhere, all scattered about. So just start up a sightseer from here. Get on your oppressor or whatever you're on. I recommend an oppressor, because either oppressor make this whole method just way easier. Once you get the sightseer done, go ahead and call back in your terabyte, source another top range car. Once you get to the warehouse this time, go outside, call in your terabyte again, do the robbery in progress client job. Now this one is a little bit different. You have to get on the computer here to find out which bank it is. Now once you find out which bank it is, if you memorize where it is on the map, like if you know where it is, like if it's what's it called, if it's Pacific Standard for some reason, that's easy, that's right up there in Vinewood next to the movies on that road that's like really populated. But if you don't know where the bank is that you're looking at on the camera, then go ahead and go and make sure you press A or whatever button it is to go into the interior camera. Once you look at the interior camera, you can back out of everything, and then the spot on the map will be marked with a yellow dot, and then you're good to go from there. Now once you get there, every single time you do this, there will be a big like juggernaut guy with a minigun, and he will instantaneously melt you. I don't care who you are. I don't know why it happens, but you will just get melted as soon as he looks at you, if he shoots at you. So I recommend just using your oppressor or a rocket launcher and just blowing him up before he can get to you. After you do this, drop-offs are a little different. I think the drop-off is dependent on which bank you rob. I did the Pacific Standard Bank, and then it sent me down, I think, close to the beach in Vespucci to the drop-off. I think that's what drop-off I got, and that was another $30,000 right there, and it was pretty easy. Once you get that done, start up a sightseer or a headhunter. For me, I couldn't start a sightseer for another minute, so I just started up a headhunter because I was in a pretty convenient spot for it. And if you're on an oppressor, I recommend going ahead and getting the moving targets first, just because if you use all your rockets on the stationary ones, then it's going to be really hard getting the ones that are moving, because they're in bulletproof cars. So I would just recommend going after the ones that are moving first, so you can spam them with the rockets, and then if you get to the stationary ones, it don't really matter if you have rockets or not, because you can just run up in there and headshot the target, and then you're good to go. Right after you start that sightseer or headhunter and you finish it, go sell that top range car that we just sourced a couple steps ago. Now, you can do the same thing that I said. If you're in a public lobby and you are dealing with the Sultan, you can get through with that really quick. And then there you go. You've made like $260-ish thousand from that. And it only took me a little bit over 30 minutes to do all that, because I was pretty quick with it. A little tip, what you can do is right as soon as you source a car, you can go ahead and return your terabyte to storage. So whenever you get done and you want it again, you just spawn it directly back in, and because you don't have to sit there and return it to storage. Like if it's far away, you don't have to return it to storage and then re-request it to teleport it to you. You can just return it to storage as soon as you start a source job or whatever client job, depending on which client job it is. Then it's just makes the whole process a little bit easier, and it's just a quality of life thing. I made about $260-ish thousand for doing that for about 30 minutes. So 260 plus 260 would be around 520,000 if I'm correct. 30 minutes plus 30 minutes obviously is 1 hour. So it's around $520,000 an hour. It could be more if you have the bunker and you sell the bunker. Now I think the bunker takes a little bit over an hour to fill up all the way. So if you wanted to do this for 2 hours and then make like $1 million just off of the steps that I mentioned, and then sell your bunker after that, that's an extra $210,000 right there. And that's like a 1.2 or 1.3 million dollars right there in a couple hours, and you're good to go. You know what I mean? This is probably the best solo money making method that isn't a glitch that is legitimate. I'm only making this because if there's not a glitch out or something and you really need some money, then this is a pretty good way to do it. I mean, you do, like, if you don't have everything on here, then you do need to sink some money into it, but you will make a lot of money back from this, so go ahead and buy that stuff because it's well worth it, especially the vehicle warehouse. You will make the vehicle warehouse money back and then like 50 million more. I promise you, the vehicle warehouse is the best purchase in the game, business-wise. That business is the best business in the game, hands down. But that's about it for this. Now, the only other two things is, like I said, you can sell the bunker. That's an extra $210,000, and then you can sell the nightclub if you're on the game for a while or if you want to AFK. A tip of what you can do if you want to AFK is, as of right now, you can go into the casino and then start a casino game, like for instance the horse game. At the screen where you're gonna bet, you can just sit there and you will not get kicked, because I had my GTA alt tabbed on that screen for about 2 hours, and I didn't even know I had GTA open until I seen it at the bottom of my taskbar. And I went into the game and I was still at the screen of the horse betting thing, and it didn't kick me from the session. So that's a way that you can AFK and not get kicked. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, then give it a like. If you disliked it, then give it a dislike. And if you want to see more videos like this, then hit that subscribe button. Shout out to everybody that watched the glitch video that got a couple thousand views. I'm really happy that that had... I was thinking maybe it would get like maybe 500 views. I wasn't expecting it to get over 1,000. That really makes me happy. Thank you for whoever watched that. It's got like, I think, over 50 likes at this point. Thank you for that. That's the most likes I've gotten on a video on YouTube, I believe. That's not my most viewed video yet, but it's my most liked video on YouTube. And I think my most commented on video as well. So thank you guys for doing that stuff. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the method here. I mean, if you've seen this method from somebody else, I'm sorry. I came up with this myself. I promise you, I didn't look this up from somebody else and make a video on their method. That'd be a little weird. Yeah, I just did this a little bit ago and tested it out. I started a stopwatch and everything to see how long it took me to get through these steps, and it took me a little over 30 minutes. I was just sitting there listening to a podcast as I did it. I've actually been talking for a little over 30 minutes. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been 30 minutes and 39 seconds, 40 seconds now, talking into Audacity. My voice kind of hurts now. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna probably put it up tomorrow sometime. Right now it's like 1 in the morning on the 3rd. This will probably go up on the 4th or the 5th, depending on whenever I get this edited and up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll probably make a glitch video next. Maybe not. It just depends on what happens glitch wise. If a new glitch comes out that's pretty good and it's easy to do, and if it's solo or something like that, I'll put it up and I'll show you guys how to do it, just to spread the word and everything. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.